Turns out, the kid finally found out a terrifying secret. The boy realized that every time someone went missing in the mountains, his father would come home that night carrying a suitcase. But when the child was curious and asked, the father always looked at him with a strange look, then dipped his finger in the blood on the ground and put it in his mouth. Curiosity made the child want to know what was in the suitcase. As his father pulled the suitcase into the kitchen, he silently followed him. Unexpectedly, the sight before his eyes immediately made him fall in fear. His father, who heard the sound, immediately came out of the kitchen and coldly ordered him to return to his room to sleep. The next day, the family's bak pao stall was immediately filled with a long queue. Since he was little, his father had run this bak pao stall. The business is doing incredibly well. There are even people from other provinces who come specifically to buy. Customers often said, their bak pao is a gas station for men and a beauty salon for women. However, the boy was always curious about what kind of meat was used for the bak pao, but his father never wanted to tell him. 12 years passed and the boy was still curious about the secret of the bak pao. One day, when his father was off guard, he secretly took a bite. A strange fishy taste immediately filled his throat. Seeing the customers who kept coming, his curiosity grew even greater. It happened that at that time there was a regular customer who came to buy bak pao. The boy asked if their bak pao was delicious. The woman praised him endlessly. When he grew up, his father asked him to help mix the dough in the kitchen. However, when he entered the production room, he found nothing suspicious. But every time his father made the bak pao filling, he would be thrown out. That night, his father pulled the suitcase again as usual. The boy dared to hold the suitcase lid. His father immediately shouted at him not to interfere in unnecessary matters. At that time, he suddenly saw red liquid flowing from the suitcase. His father did not give an explanation, immediately pulled the suitcase and walked to the kitchen. But this time, the boy had to know what was in the suitcase. He pushed his father with all his strength and then quickly opened the rich sleeting copper. But when he was about to open it, he was pushed by his father until he fell to the floor. His father then pulled the rich sleeting cooper back with him into the kitchen. After his father left, the boy dipped his finger into the red liquid, bringing it close to his nose. The pungent smell of blood immediately attacked him. The next day, while selling steamed buns, the boy heard two customers chatting. They said there were two female tourists who went missing on the mountain last night. He immediately remembered the suitcase his father brought last night, then pretended to be casual and asked if they had photos of the missing girls. When throwing out the trash, he accidentally found a bloody shirt in the trash. The model of the shirt was exactly the same as the one worn by one of the girls in the photo. He took the shirt and ran to the kitchen to confront his father.